if you haven't watched any of the vlogs in the past month, of August. Hello. I love how you can see like all my stuff in the background. It's fine. Half of it's books. Yes, hello, welcome to the September TBR. It's 11 books long. This is the second time I'm filming this because I did not go into any of the books, and then I didn't realize how little I went into the books until I stopped filming, and it was 8 minutes long. Could you imagine if I uploaded something and it was 8 minutes long? No. We gotta try again because that was not proper, okay? Some of this is me pre-reading books for October, for the podcast, because we're doing a dual episode thing again in October, or we do 2 episodes a week, and so I realized with one book that we've already done and recorded, one book that Stingray is currently reading and I plan to read already in September, if I just add one more book to my TBR from that will get the first 2 weeks out of the way. So yeah, I'll talk about that when I get to those, but yeah, that's kind of a thing. I think most of these fall under podcasts, like, let's be real. And yeah, I'm gonna start with the 2 book club books. Yeah, the only other book club one that I was contemplating was a book that I've already read, and like I do want to reread it so I can read the sequel, because I DNF'd the sequel because I didn't remember anything from the first one, and I could have totally done it then instead of like waiting a year, but I think I'm just gonna wait a year so I don't remember anything that I read in that first third of the sequel. So instead, there's only 2 from Chloe's Crime Scene Corner. Her YouTube channel will be linked below, of course. Is the Final Girls Support Group by Grady Hendrix. From what I understand, this is about a group of final girls from murders and whatnot meet up and talk and just like have a community. Makes sense. And then some of them start going missing or something. Yeah. There's the Starless Sea for Aline's book club, which I will leave the Goodreads group link in the description. What is this one about? I don't remember. Like, let's be real. It's been a long time that this book's been on my TBR. Like, almost as long as I've been watching BookTube. So, alright, I like honestly just read the synopsis and I don't really understand what this book is about. Will I still read it? Yes, because it still gives me like vibes of something I would enjoy. But it's about this guy Zachary, who is from Vermont, who discovers a mysterious book hidden that has like parts of his childhood in it. Yeah. And so he starts looking into it and he finds clues to go to this whole thing in New York City, and then he ends up, I think it's like a masquerade ball, and then he ends up finding this underground community, I think. I don't really know. Let's be real, this is me we're talking about. But yeah, it's one that I've been having on my TBR for like years, so like might as well finally pick it up, right? Now we get to go into the NetGalley books. I believe both of these come out the 19th of September. I don't remember the exact date. I just know they come out on the same day, which is real fun for me. The first one is the Forest Grimm, which is like where fairy tales are coming back or coming to life, but they're like super dark and twisted and whatnot. So seems like my type of thing, you know, just from that sentence alone on the synopsis and whatnot. And then the other one is the Cleat Cute, which is, I don't remember if it's a YA or not, but I think it is. Sports romance that is gay, lesbian, I assume lesbian, is 2 girls surrounding soccer. That is the sport. Obviously I had to automatically request it. Like, who would I be if I didn't? Like, honestly, let's be real. I'm very excited for that one. For the one other book, just side book, is the book for Buzzwordathon for September, which happens to also be a book that we're doing in October for the podcast in the first 2 weeks. So like, this is the one that I was gonna read anyways this month. So, and that is Hide by Kirsten White. I think it has to do with like, an rundown amusement park and like hide and seek in it? I don't know. I don't know. Do I know anything? No. I know Stingray's reading it right now, and they told me 50% something wild happens, and when it happens, I won't freak out. And also, they keep on telling me I need to read it ASAP. So obviously, I'm gonna put the hold on at the library. But I'm kind of excited to read it because it will be the only Kirsten Wright I will have read that isn't part of the Guinevere Deception series. Which, like, I have thoughts pretty about that series, but that intrigues me. I've heard mixed things about it, so we'll see. Should I go into the other podcast? Yes. Will I go into vlog first? Yes, because there's only one vlog that I know the books are. Because there's the weekend TBR chart. Obviously don't know what that book's gonna be yet. And then there's another vlog that is an unplanned TBR, where I just do what I want. So, because of that, there's only one vlog, and that's the finished series vlog for the month, which is the 3 Dark Crown series. I read the first one in the retrying authors, or giving authors second chance. There were 2 of them in the similar vein, and it wasn't the DNF authors because I remember vividly finishing the whole entire Anna series, duology by Kendare Blake, and rating it 2 stars, both of them. So I tried the first one in the 3 Dark Crowns series and really liking it. And so for finishing the series, I have decided to, for one of them, do the 3 other books in the series. Finish the series, hence the name of the vlog series. You know, what am I saying? That is 1 Dark Throne, 2 Dark Reigns, and 5 Dark Fates. I do like the titles. I wish it was 4, not 5, but whatever. What do I know? And so now we can go into the actual podcast. Because, like, do I remember what the first book in that series is about? Not really. Am I gonna have to look it up? Yes. Podcast. We have the 2 erotica for September. The first one being Primal by Jenica Snow, which is a 3rd book in the trilogy of short erotica monster smut things. The first one I read in my Beauty and the Beast retelling vlog, which was The Beast. And then the second one, The Hunter, I read in my July 24-hour vlog. Thinking that was the last book in the series, and then it wasn't. So, I learned that Primal existed, which the only thing I really remember about it is that it is reverse harem, Goldilocks and 3 Bears. It's gonna be interesting. I love how it's the episode that comes out after Stingray's birthday, like the day after their birthday. They are not happy about this fact. Because they have also read Beast and don't like it much. Yeah. So there's that. And then the other episode is Maelstrom. If I remember properly, this one is the one where it is space mermaid men, like aliens that are also mermen, kind of technically, come to Earth to enter a date. I want to say competition every time, but I don't think it's a competition. It's just like a dating service where they find female human mates to breed with because the population is running out. So human woman. I think it's like the 8th book in a series or something. I don't know. Amazon recommended it to me and I went, oh my god, I have to freaking read this. And here we are. It did say, don't worry, in the synopsis when I read it like 3 months ago, that you can start whenever. Like you don't have to read the first books in the series to understand. And whatnot, which is great. And then the last one is the one that is the October one that I have to read in order to also make, like, the last one to make it so that the first 2 weeks are done for reading for the podcast in October. And that is Cursed Bread. A book that Stingray can now leave the video if they are watching this because they do not want to know what it's about. And this is the last one to talk about. So, bye. This one is about a woman who poisons her whole town with bread, basically, and whatnot. I don't really know anything else about it. I just know that. I think it's pretty short. And that's gonna be a whole episode. So, you know, good times. And that's it. This version's only slightly longer than the last version. Okay, apparently this is gonna be a short TBR. But yeah, that's the 11 books for September. This is what happens when I can like have a vlog where I mood read, apparently. But yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna go actually read books like I should be right now. Linked below are again Chloe and Aline's book clubs, also Stingray, since I talk about them all the time, and my Linktree, where the podcast is as well. Podcast is also up above in the cards probably, as well as any of the vlogs I mentioned in this from the past. So like basically any vlog where I read a Jenica Snow. Good times. And I believe that is everything to talk about in this TBR. So I'm gonna go. And yeah, until the next video.